I don't know how to start this video. Hello, my name is Magnus Chase, and my grand plan is to be remembered. You're watching A Reader's World. Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a little bit different of a video. So if you guys want me to come back to this place and area, just comment down below. The thing is, my bookshelf area, I would say, has been messy due to me not having any time, but really I'm just really lazy to clean up stuff. But I'm here because I'm going to be doing a collection video. I was inspired by my friend Peyton over at Peyton Reads. You should all go follow her. I'm sure you already have, and you just know me from her because she's way cooler than me. She did a video about her Stephen King collection. Now, I don't own a copy of Stephen King's books. That's my dad's job. I own books by the famous Rick Riordan witches. People have 3 shelves dedicated to Harry Potter. I have a huge, shelf dedicated to Percy Jackson. My Rick Riordan Collection kind of video showing off the books I have by him. Oh god, this is not gonna work. Why am I not tall? Gods. If I die, tell my family I love them. And Joe Curie, I wanted to marry him. The first 2 books that I have on my shelf that I actually haven't read by Rick Riordan, I know, shocker, because I'm his hugest fan. And you expect me to read every book he has written? I haven't. 2 books in the Kane Chronicles series. I heard a lot of amazing things about this series. So, if you don't know what this series is about, it follows Egyptian mythology, and I think it's about I think I started the Red Pyramid back in 7th grade, and then I never finished because I wasn't really getting into it. I'm waiting to get the 3rd one, so one time I can just marathon this trilogy. I can finally understand the references. I can finally get who Sadie and what's his face are. What's the brothers? Carter was close. I don't know much about Egyptian mythology. The only Egyptian mythology I know is from House of Anubis. Oh, and I don't remember much from House of Anubis. So time to get back into it. The next book I have is the Guide to the Norse Worlds, the kind of companion novel to the Magnus Chase trilogy. I really only got this because I won this in a giveaway. And I never really buy any of these because I know I'm never gonna read. I don't know, maybe if I'm reading Magnus Chase and I look back and I don't know anything, I'll just go to this, but I'm sometimes just lazy to look up stuff. Next, the other book that I got in the main giveaway was the Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, the Hammer of Thor by Rick Riordan. This is the 2nd book in the Magnus Chase trilogy. I know I'm going way out of order. Remember, it was back in October of last year, all the booktubers were giving away this book. I entered so much because I was wasting all my money on Y'all Fest books. Because sometimes I don't buy books, I get them from the library, and most of the Y'all Fest authors, I read their books, but I never had their books. So I mostly bought them off of Amazon, and I just didn't have enough money to buy this one. So when I won it was hallelujah. Greatest thing ever. The first one of the Magnus Chase trilogy is The Sword of Summer by Rick Riordan, whatever. My mom always yells at me that I say it wrong. I probably say it wrong. If Rick Riordan ever sees this, I'm so sorry. Because I'm sure he gets really annoyed. I mean, I get annoyed when people spell my name wrong. If you don't know The Sword of Summer, it follows Norse mythology, and Magnus Chase, if you don't know, is the cousin of Annabeth Chase, so I think mostly in this one, Annabeth is really in it, but in the 2nd and 3rd one, it kind of steers away, but I think is good for this series because I think it can stand on its own. It's very good. The first one I did feel was a little bit iffy, but the 2nd one I really did love, so if you're also really iffy about these books, I highly recommend going on the 2nd one and you'll be fine. Then, I also own the 3rd book in the series, Magnus Chase and the Ship of the Dead. The cover is up there on the shelf. I just don't like reading with dust jackets. I really don't, especially when I'm taking them to school. I just haven't been able to get into this book because school has murdered me. Literally, my English teacher thinks it's a great idea to give us 3 books to read at the same time. And of course, one of those books that we're made to read is about a white guy who blackfaces for 3 months.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would.
So, this is the 3rd and final book, I believe, in the Magnus Chase trilogy, which I'm kind of ticked off about. I really love this series. I really love the characters in it. I really like the diversity he's bringing into it. I'm really excited to see how this ends. I'm really excited where Magnus goes. So the next book that I have in my collection is the Percy Jackson, The Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan. Now, I actually got a box set for Christmas, and I don't even think these are the original copies I've read, so, you know. Many things have happened to this paperback. This book is that one time I brought it to school to reread and water decided to drown it. It's like my Perks of Being a Wallflower copy. Both were murdered by water bottles. You know how they have those trials you have to go through to get into a sorority? The trials of becoming Julia's favorite book is getting drenched with a water bottle. So if you don't know, this is the first book. This book has been damaged because since I have a lot of books on that shelf, those books have fallen over many, many times. So the next one is obviously Singing Monsters by Rick Riordan. I don't know what else to say about this book, that the movie sucks. Yay. The next one is Titan's Curse by Rick Riordan. This is Battle of the Labyrinth by Rick Riordan. Percy Kiss? I don't know. And then here is The Last Olympian by Rick Riordan. This is my favorite one of the series, and this is the one who is most damaged by the fall of the Percy Jackson books of 2015. It's just I'm trying to look for these these covers in hardcover, and I can't find them anywhere. All the hardcovers that are in are the new covers. And I'm like, no, please bring back these covers, especially in hardcover. Julia needs them. Needs more copies that are actually like nice looking and in hardcover, please. So the next book in my collection of the Percy Jackson books is The Trials of Apollo, The Hidden Oracle by Rick Riordan. Now, I really liked this book. I do feel like a lot of people did give a lot of hate on this book. I really did plow through it. I really had a fun time reading it. And the next book that I have in my Rick Riordan collection is The Trials of Apollo, The Dark Prophecy. This is the second one, and I still haven't finished this. I actually still have a bookmark in here. I don't remember where I left off. If I don't get caught up with the series, it's gonna be like Cassandra Clare. Anna and I are so behind in our favorite author series, it's so bad for us. Anna is like 2 books off with the Lady Midnight trilogy because they keep on like giving out the terrible covers and she doesn't want the same covers. And I'm just behind on these books. So we're gonna be left in the dust. So Cassandra Clare and Rick Riordan stop publishing books so fast that we can't catch up with them. I don't remember much from it. I really don't like the cover of this though as much as Trials of Apollo. Griffin? What are these two? Why do they have helmets on them? And then next in my collection is the 10th anniversary Lightning Thief book by Rick Riordan. I mean, I don't hate them. I don't think they're worst covers ever invented, but I do rather have the original covers in hard copy. I really wanted this one because, again, Percy Jackson is my favorite book, and I want the 10th anniversary because the 10th anniversary recently came out. And then what also makes this book really special is that I got it signed by the only Percy Jackson adaptation that matters is the Percy Jackson musical. Yeah, guys, support the Percy Jackson musical because it's the best thing ever. Stop asking for a TV show. It's never gonna happen. Musical is the best thing that happened to this book series. I'm talking to you, movies. So the next 2 books that I have in my Rick Riordan collection is, I don't know if you would call this Rick Riordan books, but I mean they're based off of graphic novels of The Lost Hero and The Titan's Curse. I think I've only read one of these. I think I've only read Titan's Curse. So I guess 3 more books to catch up on the Rick Riordan trail. The next book I have in my collection is The Lost Hero by I actually had a paperback copy of The Lost Hero and I was wanting to collect all of them in hardcover other than the other Percy Jackson series, which I should have done first because covers aren't being changed anytime soon. So I should have just done those first. I would go back in time and tell myself. I remember really not liking it and I got to a specific part. I really don't remember and I just flew through it. I remembered that. Now some of that too was totally better. And I don't think it's just because Percy's back in it. I think it was just better characters and it was more exploring and we were exploring more Roman mythology. I felt that was really cool. Also a gorgeous cover. I think it's best to look at as hardcover. That is gorgeous. And the next one is The Mark of Athena by Rick Riordan. We all know what happens in the end of this one. So this one, if you don't know, is the 3rd book in the Heroes of Olympus series. I really like this cover too. I remember actually getting this book from the library and I remember I knew the ending. Everyone knows the ending of Mark of Athena. I think everyone knows it. Even before you enter into the Percy Jackson fandom, you know what the ending is. You know what it's happening. You're sobbing. I was reading in the car, and then I made a music video to Haunted by Taylor Swift relating to this book. If anyone wants me to release that, I will. I'm just going to tweet at him, this is what you made me do when I was 10 years old. You made me make a terrible music video. The next one in my collection is House of Hades by Rick Riordan. This was one of my favorite ones, and also the one that I finished only in like 2 days. In my middle school, Percy Jackson was a huge thing. The people that I hang out with loved Percy Jackson. Everyone loved Percy Jackson. I was the last person to get this. I remember that. I remember like everyone was like, hey, you didn't get it, and then I finished it, and they were like, oh. So yeah, I really liked this one. I mean, this one was my favorite one of the series, but I don't remember anything. I don't remember anything of the Heroes of Olympus series. I really don't. Oh, this is the one he dedicated to his readers. I remember reading that and being so pissed. The next one I have in my collection is Blood of Olympus. This was the first one I ever fully like waited for a Rick Riordan book, and it was a disappointment. I'm one of those people who really doesn't like Blood of Olympus. Finishing this book and thinking it was the last Percy Jackson book. No way, Jose. Then the last one I just recently got. I don't know if you don't do theater or you don't do like tech and stuff. In high school, they do these things called spirit boxes where you like write a list of stuff that you like, what you like, and they give you a box the day of the performance. And the guy got me a book, and it was like The Lost Hero, but like it looked like looks like he found it in a basement. I'm fine with it. It looks like it's the European edition, because I've never seen the spine before. I really haven't. Lost Hero is not my favorite one of the series, so now I'm just like, what am I might just like give it away. Maybe someone will finally start the Percy Jackson series because of me. Okay, so that is it for my, my collection of my Rick Riordan books. I really hope you guys were interested in the video. Oh, see ya, bye. Both of us, though. Oh my god. Oh god, that's gonna fuck up my camera so much.